Yo, what's good? We're playing back again. I have to figure out what team I should use. FL, just use the Lions. Warzone, yeah. Everything else, absolutely not. It's atrocious.
First opened in 2000.
You don't have to.
There's a look inside Ford Field here in downtown Detroit, the Motor City.
It's just Warzone. Warzone's actually funner than shit. I've been playing Warzone and I'm actually having fun. And the most random shit happened in Warzone too. The most funniest shit too. You can. You can. Yeah.
Here's Jason Sanders now to get this one started, and we are underway from Ford Field. Oh, a good-looking return set up here. And all in all, a pretty solid return. Nearly got it to the 35. They'll mark him down officially at the 34. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
Damn, that's a big fella up on the fucking 0. That is crazy big.
A man who was the Georgia State High School Player of the Year in 2020.
Homie up fucking A-gap is huge. What the hell? Yeah, he's fucking huge.
Options galore here.
Look at him compared to everybody else on that fucking line, bro. It's crazy.
Back to the ground, this time Montgomery. Oh, good move. And a good run here as he'll rumble all the way down to the 40-yard line. First down Detroit, 16 yards on the pickup.
Yep.
And they'll send Williams in motion right. Now they show jet sweep, but instead a run up the middle here. And maybe a little over pursuit there as he's able to take this down to the 25-yard line.
Can't touch it. Do.
Now 31 yards combined on those last two plays. They'll send a receiver in motion to the right. Now Goff taps this forward. That's a jet sweep. He's to the 15.
The jet sweep. And then not only too, J-Mo's a little bit faster than Jalen Hyatt and Malik Neighbors. If I'm not mistaken, he's a 97 speed, 95 excel. I think Amon Ra's a 95 speed, 93 excel. If I'm not mistaken.
Here are the Lions now as they line up and kick this one away. They couldn't take the chance. This will be returned from the goal line. And he'll be out of bounds here, a yard shy of the 25. Of the
Eskridge, yeah. It's Eskridge.
And the Dolphins now with a 1st and 10 at their own 24. Tagovailoa working out of the gun. Being chased out left.
And Tua Tagovailoa is slower than shit, too.
I think the defense surprised him there with that blitz on 1st down, but give him credit. Stayed cool under pressure and still found a way through the extra rushers for positive yardage. Well done.
So from the 26-yard line, here's a 2nd and 8. Here's Tagovailoa to throw. That was first throw of the game, going to be intercepted.
Already? You did throw it to him, like you threw it straight at him.
That throw, Charles, over the middle of the field, and a few too many bodies in there got picked.
That's a normal situation, too, isn't it? No matter how hard
Damn, that was quick.
the field sometimes, there's always going to be a traffic jam.
I mean, a really quick ass game. Jeez.
Any type of a missed throw, or maybe the ball's tipped, or just too many bodies in the area, an interception can result.
First down, here's the run with Montgomery. And he will be
I got David Montgomery running the football.
44 yards rushing for him now on just his first 3 carries. His first carry of their second drive, pretty solid. And, of course, remember back to their first drive, really strong throughout that one.
I'll put him in. I just have him right now, just chilling. That's Campbell. Oh, shit. Oh, what did I just do? Oh, chose the wrong play. Oh, well. See what happens.
Montgomery.
Yep.
He is
I
going
figured out.
nowhere in a hurry as he is going to lose yardage here in a big way. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up third down.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple
There he is.
that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to
There's the man of the hour.
I don't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed
We'll
for
look
great
for the
penetration as they
motion.
stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Snap the motherfucking football.
They'll try and run it with Gibbs. And he'll get into the end zone.
Because I made your defensive linebacker shift with the motion.
Gibbs, a 6-yard touchdown run. And the Lions are off to a 13-0.
Yeah, it's cover 2, so you give me a 5-yard gap in between. Unless they play press. If you play press on that, it should cover that. Should. Just depends if your linebacker using the middle mic.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And we will not have a return. They'll bring this to the 30. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. And they're in an early hole. The first drive, they threw the interception. That led to a touchdown. So, decent-sized deficit early on.
It is, but I think you hit the key words early on. So they have to decide, do we
Counter?
need to change game plan, or do we just need to execute better and try and get back in this game?
From the 31, here's a second down and 9. Off the play action, Tagovailoa. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted.
If you're holding, what you call it? Are you holding the left bumper when you're throwing it and then pressing it? You just threw it.
Certainly not giving much help to their defense, are they? Because
So with that, you have to make sure you don't put too much power over it. Or if you put zip on it, you have to hold it to a certain point. And what's your pass meter? Do you have the pass meter or do you have the accuracy meter? Oh, I forgot. I forgot about that. So do you have the pass meter or the regular meter? Or just the tap? So there's original settings too. Are you playing this Commanders? I'm just choosing whoever at this point. Other than the Giants and Raiders, you know, for you, Phil. But I saw my playbook for the defense, so.
We are just east of the U.S. Capitol, about 8 miles or so, at the home of the Commanders.
And don't I have Dalvin Cook as my running back? Just thinking about it. I do have Dalvin Cook, and I have Jay Jettis. Okay. We're chilling. And I have Van Ginkel. So we did 2-minute quarters.
This should be a good one. We're set. And off we go here on EA Sports. Yeah. Nice job by the return team as he takes it across the 30-yard line. They'll break the huddle. Coming up now.
And we're in cover 2? Okay. It looks like cover 2 or an outside zone blitz with the freaking Packers.
In motion, it's Jefferson. Throwing to open it up.
It's blitz.
Is Darnold. He's hit as he threw. It goes to the ground, and it's an incomplete pass.
They got there in a hurry, didn't they, Mike? I mean, luckily for him, he saw that free rusher coming, and at the very least was able to get that ball out to prevent the sack.
Try again. It's 2nd and 10.
TJ Hawkinson, Aaron Jones.
The tight end Hawkinson starts the motion. Opening carry of the game for Aaron Jones. And he's going to be taken down on the other side of the 50-yard line.
I think it's clear this is something this offense wants to major in, the ability to run the ball effectively against this defense.
Looking at one high safety, looking at cover 1 to cover 3. It's like cover 1. If I motion this, Ted Oliver.
They'll send a tight end in motion. Throwing on 1st and 10 is Darnold. This pass, right side. Going to be
First.
by Addison.
Give me forward from there.
And they'll move this one down.
Yeah,
inside
but it's
the
when you
40
use
yard
them, it's a little bit more difficult because you have more control of the player, but you're more susceptible to messing it up if you're never, ever used to it. You're looking at cover 1 to cover 3. If they follow this cover 1, it's cover 1 or 3. It looks like 3 still. Looks like 3. Is it 3? Yeah.
Sometimes players need to make plays, and that was a good one there.
And then also using motion will put a hole through your defense because they shift.
And it'll be 2nd down.
So that's why I find the little holes in everything I can get my hands on when I'm running the ball. Ever. So like here, for instance, I'll do this.
They'll put Addison in motion.
See the hole? Now.
This is Jones.
See how like takes the guy away from the play?
Nearly got free, but as it is, gain of 6.
That's what I've been doing this whole time is running the ball, making gaps for me. Looking at a 2 shell up top. Then
They run it once more with Jones.
Bobby Wagner's making a mess in the middle.
Taken down on what should be
That's crazy.
the final play of this first quarter. So that'll do it for a fast-moving first quarter of play. 0-0 is the score. It's the NFL on EA Sports. And we're back after this.
Just need 3 yards. That's all I need is 3 yards. It's a 3 shell. Now it looks like a blitz.
They'll put Addison in motion. They'll run for it, and it's Jones.
First down.
And he's going to pick up the Vikings' first down.
Yes.
They'll wind up getting the yards they need on 4th and 3.
This is a little bit of a tough spot.
No, I'm spamming the shit out of that button.
Is it close enough that I can run the ball? Is it far enough that I have to risk a pass? That took some courage to call a run play, and fortunate for them, they're able to celebrate after.
That one caught by Hawkinson. And he'll be taken down.
Man, they're just running this 2-minute drill to complete perfection. And it's such a point of emphasis of every offense, Mike. These end-of-half scenarios to come away stealing points.
When you drove up a 20, I could tell where to go. Last second.
On the door here, first and goal. At the very least, got to come away with some points.
They'll run it here with Jones.
Is that Jonathan Allen or Josh Allen? I can't tell. I think that's Jonathan. Yeah, that's Jonathan.
So now a timeout for the Vikings.
Let's find out which is most acceptable to.
40 seconds remaining in this first half. It's back at the 8 now for second and goal.
Shall it's either cover 1 or the mic is just going to be there.
The tight end Hawkinson starts the motion. That's caught by Jefferson on the right side.
Nice.
Stop at the 6, and that sets up third.
30 seconds, call the timeout, using the second timeout of 3 for 30 seconds.
As they get it right at the 30-second mark of this first half. Big play coming up, third and goal. The tight end Hawkinson starts the motion. They'll try and throw. Here's Darnold. And he will score.
I was surprised. I was surprised, actually.
On now for the extra point. Here's Will Riker.
I'm surprised that he could actually move, kind of.
And the Vikings will take
I'm surprised.
They didn't leave much time on the clock to put together a drive here at the end of the first half. And the kickoff's coming their way. You'll start.
You know you're running, right?
And with a well-placed kickoff,
Bruh.
what these new rules can do for you. They're gonna be back
Thought I kicked it out of
to
bounds.
start this drive. First and 10.
60 Vikings, 60 Vikings. Here we go.
Huh?
Daniels starts with a pass.
How smart, you layered it.
And complete it. And they're going to move this all the way up near the 35-yard line.
And this is what you can do when you have one of the best receivers in the game. You understand that even if the coverage is not perfect for the play guy, and we're going to just keep giving him a chance.
Daniels now on first down. Now a deep ball looking for Brown. That's going to wind up incomplete. Not much time remaining. Time for one more snap here in this first half.
They told us this week they were going to try to come out fast, and tell you what,
You like my cover
exactly
5?
what they did. Put immediate pressure on this secondary and let them know, hey, all game long today, you better defend every blade of grass because we're coming out firing. And even though that ball falls incomplete, it goes.
And intercepted. Picked off by Josh Metellus.
Did you lob it? Like, okay, so what do you have the pass meter? Like the new one?
Touchdown. And that first
That they-
specifically for the coaches, Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Okay, Coach, thanks a bunch. We'll see which team.
You could change it in the menu when we get back for the menu.
Like he's going to play a big role in who wins this one.
No, not now, after the game.
The return team going
Because it's 2-minute quarters, if I'm noticing. Let me see if I could get to there real quick.
Entering accessibility screen, you have 19 options. Menu narration option is set to auto
No.
selected.
You won't be able to do it until you actually leave the game. So when you get back to the main menu.
Ready? Check, check. Let go. First carry of the game for Brian Robinson. And he finds some daylight. Up past the 35-yard line.
You just switch the inside zone to the weak side. That's all. Smart.
Here's 2nd and 3 to go.
Here we go, here we go.
Operating from the gun, it's Daniels. And he'll be taken down. The
Brian
gain
Robinson
is
Jr.
6, and it's a new set of downs. He picked up the first down.
One of the easiest ways to negate these really good pass rushes in the NFL, Mike, is just to simply get the ball out of the quarterback's hand as fast as possible. And sometimes it's by design, sometimes it's based on need. But really nice job there by the quarterback, getting into the hands of his receiver.
You got your feet
and then
down.
see what he can do after the catch. The best guys I've been around, Mike, they have a sense where they can see the ball, but they can feel the sideline. And that's kind of an innate sense that these guys have that allows them to concentrate and secure the catch and ensuring that both feet remain in bounds.
They run over center with Robinson.
I just shifted the D-line down. You're chilling.
Is it.
Depending on the situation or the down and distance, Mike, the linebackers have different reads. Sometimes they read the offensive lineman. Sometimes they read the running back.
And the other thing is, too, when I'm always doing this, I always shift down the D-line to the opposite side where the running back will be. And cover up the A-gap, because that's the cutback lane.
At a premium defensive.
But I'm more susceptible to getting double teamed through the A-gap to the right side on the inside zone.
We'll return with more after
Find that
this.
cutback.
This is the NFL on EA Sports.
Because, right, for an instance, I'll do this. Freaking move Bernard down.
They'll drop to throw. And that could be the dagger. It's intercepted. Picked off by Josh Metellus.
I think you chalk this one up, Mike, to just a rookie mistake. And anytime you have a
That one was
young
off
caller
computer.
behind
That was
center,
not me.
You're going to have to deal with.
Alright. You could also switch your setting right now, actually. When you get to the main menu, go to settings. And then I believe it's freaking controller, if I'm not mistaken. So you have to go back all the way to the main menu. Settings. Let me see if I can get there real quick. It's game options. I think you go down. What do you have it on? As this passing type. So there's revamped. There's placement and accuracy. Okay. What are the settings on it that you have? Okay. Then user on the meter and the reticle. The reticle visibility is user only. Okay. Then you should be okay then. What I'm using is revamped. I'm using revamped. I've been using revamped in NCAA and this game. Try revamped. So fastly is like if you hold the left analog stick just a little bit more than normal, it'll lead your receiver more. But if you have it too much, it will be incomplete. If you have too much to the right, it's going to be more likely an interception or out of bounds. Same thing. It's like you have to play with it. And if you throw it a little bit lower than normal, it's going to be like a low pass or like a little bit lower than normal, the route. So it just comes to you and how you play it. That's all it does. You just use that left analog stick to lead the receiver before you throw it. See, look, I'm teaching you how to play this game with the settings. Yeah. No, I use freaking revamp passing, bro. I don't use the reticle one because I'm not used to it. And then the revamp passing, I actually can control the speed of how fast that ball goes, so that's why I use it. Let's use the Falcons.
From the West Coast, we're coming to you live from the NFL's newest and the world's most expensive stadium. State-of-the-art
Or
SoFi.
at least we were indoor, at least.
California.
It's not like it's snowing.
Personnel
No, it's an indoor stadium.
Everyone's ready to
Partial
get this
outdoor.
one going. And here we go from LA.
If I'm not mistaken, right?
On the return, here's Ray McLeod. And pretty solid field position starting out here, Brock. He's tackled at the 29.
Who's the running back for this team? Trying to figure it out.
So their offense out now to get this game started. It's 1st and 10.
Oh, believe me, they don't.
Drive begins with a run. It's Robinson. Space on the right. He's got room. All the way. That's an Atlanta touchdown.
What is that, a freaking 70-yard rush for a touchdown?
Take a 6-0 lead right away. It's a Bijan Robinson touchdown. So some fireworks there to start this ball game, Brock. One play.
No, but like, yeah, that dude, a lot of girls like doing that shit.
This may be the kind of game it's going to turn out to be. Both teams have such quick strike ability, but boy, on the other side of the field, the coaches have to be wondering why this team wasn't ready to go. That's a big letdown to begin a football game.
Yeah, no doubt.
Yeah.
Out to kick it away. Here's Pinion. Here's Smith.
A lot of girls like playing. It's crazy, bro.
And he's brought down inside the 20.
Like, they like fucking around until they get too close to the fire so they don't get burned and they pull out. Shit's ass, bro.
They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. Stafford to the air to start us off. Has him on the quick
Dude,
hitter.
it's retarded, bro.
And it's a nice little chunk here, 6 yards.
The dating scene here is so fucking whack.
That's what you call efficiency. Exactly what you're looking for on 1st down. Textbook. It sets up
Dude,
secondary.
it's just whack in general. Like, even dating scene is whack.
Take a shot downfield.
Throw finds DeMarcus Robinson. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. That chunk worth a nice 21 yards. And the Rams are going to have a 1st down. Stafford now against a blitz. Buys time, rolling right.
Yeah.
Well, the pressure nearly got to him, but still a good play defensively as that one falls.
That would be
incomplete.
sometimes, unfortunately.
No dice on that prior pass. Here's 2nd down.
You have Kyron Williams, don't you?
Now
Running back?
Stafford again. That's a
Don't you have
reception
Kyron Williams, the Rams running back?
And this is marked down
Tyler
right
Higbee.
along that 40-yard line. He finds him 16 yards and a new set of downs.
You know what I like about that, Kate? I like that they're not coming out slow. They're willing to go with some looks here that will yield big yardage down the field instead of just settling for dinking and dunking the ball.
Off the play fake, it's Stafford. Finds his back.
Oh shit.
Williams.
Don't let that motherfucker out.
And he'll get this down at the 33-yard line.
That is the epitome of staying on schedule. That kind of completion right there on first down.
That's fun. It actually seemed pretty good too with Tyler Higbee, Cooper Kupp, and is that Devontae?
Aggressive and take that shot.
Lafayette. Okay.
The first carry
Oh
now
shit.
for Kyron Williams. And they've got him down near the red zone at the 22. They will not get another playoff. We're at the end of one. Neither side separating much so far. We'll return to Inglewood.
I like the theme that they did this year though with this Madden. It's like an ESPN broadcast almost.
Time for the second
Which
quarter
one?
of play. It's Rams football.
I
They're
have
looking
a-
at yet another
I have-
1st and 10 on this drive. To throw, Stafford. He's on the move. Nowhere to go with it, so he just throws it away.
He did exactly what he was supposed to do on that play. Felt the pressure and escapes the pocket. After that, it's on somebody downfield to get open and give him a target. No one did, and he simply has to get rid of it.
So after the incompletion, here comes the second down call. Man in motion here. Back to the air we go on second. Stafford. That's on target. Puka Nacua. And it's good yardage, but they tackle him short of the sticks.
Well, there's a time to be a little finessey with the football, put a little touch on it, and then there's time to put your arm into it and let it eat. Throw it right through your target's chest. This one, well, that one right there was the latter. Smart to make a fastball zing in before anyone could undercut the curl route.
So the penalty is going to back him up 5, and in all likelihood, they need to come up with a new play call for third down. Following the flag, it's 3rd and 7. Defense showing blitz. Stafford looking for an open. Oh, not like this. An interception ends that drive. And the Falcons take over after forcing the first turnover of this ballgame. Well, they were thinking at least a field goal on the drive if they couldn't reach the end zone, right? But the interception keeps them from even getting 3 out of this possession.
You really hope at the end of this game you don't look back and go, shoulda, woulda, coulda. If we could have gotten some points out of that drive early, we wouldn't be in the situation we are in now.
1st and 10, a run to Robinson. Breaks the tackle, still going. And he's going to be brought down after a small gain to the 18. Give him a few yards on that run. It's 2nd and 7. We're at the 2-minute warning now from SoFi. The Falcons driving. 2nd down now, 7 to go. Another carry for Robinson. And once again, he doesn't manage much before getting brought down. It was the rookie from LSU that time on the tackle.
I accidentally muted.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on...
No, I understand what you're talking about. That shit's crazy.
Softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
Penix on 3rd down. Hits him on the out route. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
Is fucking this guy a left-handed quarterback too? Just seeing that just now.
Working on your nickel passing game package
Oh boy.
to take advantage of third downs.
Dude, across his body, I don't like that. Oh, it's Michael Penix, so there's that too. He's an okay scrambler. I don't think in this game he's good, but he's an okay scrambler.
Kyle Pitts. Racing down the left side. They get 40
Dude,
on
the Jalen Ramsey trade was nuts, too.
Falcons will have a first.
You know, Kate, we often talk about flipping the
Was
field
it
and special
Jonnu
teams,
Smith
right?
and Jalen Ramsey for
Well,
Micah
this
Fitzpatrick,
like
bro?
that does the exact same thing. Look at the difference in field position by hitting on that
Dude,
shot.
that
He's
was the
totally
most
different
retarded
field,
trade to think
totally
of.
this drive.
The reason why Pittsburgh's been winning games is because of Minka Fitzpatrick. Literally. I am not kidding you. That's the only reason why. You get a washed-up 32-year-old freaking safety for a 28-year-old Minka Fitzpatrick and a 30-year-old Jonnu Smith. Like, what are they doing? They got like a bag of chips. Literally, that's it. It's just bullshit.
Penix now on first down. And that play is brought to a halt, they're going to say, at the 5-yard line. They rip off a big chunk of field, and it sets them up with first and goal.
And then freaking the Giants just traded away fucking, what's his name?
We've reached the
Darren
midway point of
Waller?
this contest. 2 quarters down, and an exciting 2 to go.
Dude, that shit's stupid. It's like, he retired week 5 against Buffalo with the 2023 season just for him to return in 2025? Really? That'd be interesting. You know what I was thinking about too? We just got a 3rd and a 5th round pick, and we also we give up, what was it? Yeah, I believe a 3rd and a 5th round pick from them for Darren, or 7th round pick, or something like that. I think we just cleared up $1 million contract for a freaking extension almost, so that we could have cap space of like 2.3 million. We just freed up 2.3, if I'm not mistaken. Offensive line, fucking hell, bro. What are we gonna do with fucking John Runyon and the fucking Greg Van Roten? What are we gonna do with those two?
First and 10.
We got one hell of a D-line.
Trying to shake off the interception. He's looking to throw. Escapes the pocket. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. It arrived as the ball did to break things up. And it sets up second down.
You know, I'm surprised he's not signed yet. Justin Simmons.
Second half starts with a run by
Isaiah
Williams.
Bond's another. No, he signed with Pittsburgh. It's an UDFA.
Only a yard from that time, so
Yeah.
now 3rd and 9.
Dude, he's freaking gonna be a monster.
From the gun. And there's a man there. It's intercepted. Picked off by A.J. Terrell.
You're chilling, you're chilling.
Second time that he's put his defense in a tough spot. That's a hard thing about playing quarterback, Kate. You know, with these interceptions.
And then there's also classic passing, like the OG Maddens.
Again, to step up to another series, another possession, another challenge. This quarterback's got to start protecting the football.
I don't know. He's a UDFA though. He was at minicamp. He was all that stuff. So who knows? No, I thought he was a UDFA, undrafted free agent.
Receiver in motion, going left. Robinson on the inside give. And he's brought down for a loss.
Well, he was supposed
Crazy
to be
pitch.
the one who chipped away a few.
Crazy shit going on.
Down started right in rhythm. Instead, he's now forced to pick himself from behind the line thanks to a great effort defensively.
It would be a good pickup for Pittsburgh because you have DK Metcalf.
Penix working from the gun. That's caught at the 4. Touchdown Atlanta.
Because I led him that way.
Coup on now for the extra point. The point after splits the uprights. And the Falcons double their lead to 14.
Every touchdown I score, you take a drink.
Out to kick it away. Here's Pinion.
So what was going on yesterday with you and McTeague trying to play me, bro? That shit was crazy.
And he opts not to bring this one out. So
It's like one was passing the controller over. That's why I was like, one playing offense, one playing defense. Like, what the hell's going on? Dude, he got cooked. He got fucking cooked. Kept running cover 2, Tampa 2, literally. The whole time, most of the time. Dude, cover 3 I have more difficult on, but it's like harder for me to get yards on. And homie's like, no, he fucking ran cover 2 out of 4-3, bro. It's like, I'm gonna cook you.
They've got a man in motion.
Play
Throwing now on first down. Stafford throwing it deep off his back foot.
that. Oh my god. Oh my god. He just ripped that away from my hands.
It goes as a pickup of 37 yards.
That is Puka. I'm not gonna lie. That's some Puka magic right there, man. Damn. Puka magic. That fucking sucked.
Discipline for that receiver to stay.
Oh, that's one-on-one against somebody that's not a superstar. Under.
Ooh, he got hit as he was throwing, and unsurprisingly,
That was fucking one hell of a snag. I'm not gonna cut. That was one hell of a snag.
Backyard, we call them alligators. One alligator, two alligators.
That shit was crazy.
Three alligator. He needed another alligator in order to get that ball off. Credit the defense for forcing the incompletion.
what a hit! He gets flattened to the ground.
Jesse Bates.
Here's 5 on that play. They need 5 more now on third down.
No, that was computer. Computer pushed me to there.
Turn many heads, but at the end of the year, I promise you, if you average over 5 yards a run, you can be a Pro Bowler.
That's Cooper.
Stafford now on third down. Chased out to his right.
And he fumbled it. He fucking fumbled it, bro.
And that goes out of bounds. They'll keep the football, but lose a significant amount of yardage on the play. All right, so they're facing fourth down now, but they are grateful, no doubt, to be facing.
I'll tell you one thing about the defense I run, the 3-2 dime defense I run. It's one of the best defenses for this yardage in this game.
They'll get a chance to try a field goal, or who knows, maybe even go for it.
6, 5. Hey, quarter's over.
It's Rams football. They trail late, but this game's still very much in reach.
But would you have, though? Against cover 4? With double safeties in the box. Just throw it up and pray.
They need a lot here, but still going for it on 4th
Where's
and
Cooper
15.
Carbine? Cooper's going into the slot. You got Jesse Bates over top. Terrell, whatever that fucking guy is, up top too. Cooper Carbine.
Stafford gonna go on 4th.
Oh, what the
And that one's gonna be knocked
one hell of
away.
a fucking ping pong game right there. Bounce off everybody's helmets.
The defense rises to the...
Another one. What is that, 3 games? NCAA, you kick my ass every day, so there's that too. Who chose Ohio State yesterday? Okay. I was wondering, I was like, what the fuck chose Ohio State? It's like, I'm playing with the top 20 team, you're playing with the top 4. It's like, what the fuck? Can't do shit against that team. And the stadium pulse is nuts. No, the stadium pulse is nuts, bro, in fucking Ohio. They play with the two teams that have fucking traded each other, bro. That shit's dumb. Dude, that shit is retarded. I'll play Tampa Bay. I'll play with Baker Mayfield.
next to the beautiful San Francisco Bay, 40 miles from where Candlestick Park once stood. We're at Levi's Stadium in Santa Clara, California. Jake Moody now ready to get this one started.
Night game with snow and they just fucked it up completely.
Bucky Irving now to return. His return gets him to the
Bucky Irving.
line before he's taken down.
Isn't he in his second year of the league this year?
All right,
It's gonna be fire.
let's get this show on the road. It is 1st and 10.
Yeah.
Hands it to the
Oh
receiver
shit,
here.
that goes up.
Oh, look at this sweep. And they've got him behind the line for a big loss.
Hey, look, in the right situation, you catch a team off guard. Well, this could be a tremendous play for some big yards. But in the wrong situation, you get hit in the mouth right behind the line of scrimmage.
Now motion him out of the backfield. Shotgun snap for Mayfield. Completes this one to Otten.
Ow.
He's going to bring it up to the 40-yard line before he's stopped.
Gosh, I really like this receiver on that drag route in particular. Why? Because he's a guy that creates after the catch. They don't close quickly. He can take it to the house.
Short yardage situation here. It's 3rd and 2.
Who? He's no longer the Giants. He's already got traded.
Straight ahead, it's Irving. And he's tackled with the first down yardage.
Went to Miami.
You really do. You love a huddle full of guys like this who just know.
1 year deal with like 4.6 or whatever they paid him, 1.5 million. I don't remember.
Another shot, I would guess, down the line.
First down, and they go right back to it. They're working a couple of yards past the line. Diamador Lenore, they're on the stop. 2 on the pickup there, and it's going to be 2nd and 8.
If the Dolphins pick up Amari Cooper and trade away Tyreek Hill, I don't know what's going to happen.
Those type of plays got to be in the minority, and the majority have got to
No, that would be an interesting one, though, if that happens.
Let's see how they approach
Tyreek
this
Hill's on the
second
block right now. And Micah Parsons. The talk is Micah Parsons is going to hold out right now for the Dallas Cowboys.
Tight end now. Mayfield now from the gun. Catch made by Bucky Irving.
And then
Brought down a step or two shy of midfield.
And then Tyreek Hill,
48.
he told the team last year he wants out already. Literally last season. And then now he's on the trade rumor block right now too still. So, I don't know.
And they were able to keep him short of the sticks.
And how old is he?
Niners countering with a 5th defensive back on this 3rd down.
In Florida, out of all places.
Irving here from the gun.
Greg Greenlaw,
Quality gain on the run, and that also brings us to the end of this quarter.
31, 32.
So some time to make
Like 32.
consider
Just
what
taking
to
a
do
check.
on 4th down. That's the end of the first quarter. Couple of zeros on the board right now. Back to Levi's Stadium right after this.
Yeah.
Back for the start of quarter number 2. It's Buccaneers football as we begin. They could easily go for this. It's 4th and 2.
He's 31.
Got his target. It's Otten.
That's part of that RPO game.
They're gonna bring him down at the
That's part of that
36.
RPO game.
What a call. They wind up with 12 on 4th down and pull off the conversion.
That one I have to make the read quick because I'll fuck it up completely if I don't. And then also, that play is susceptible to getting freaking picked off a lot. If you know what coverage to run on that play. But I also like disguising it a lot.
Irving on the inside give.
Make it different plays.
In the middle holds. They don't
So like, watch, I'll show you.
run.
for an instance.
No gain there that time, and it's 2nd and 10. So it's the 2-minute warning here from the home of the
So I already have 2 targets with the first motion guy. The motion guy is going to be the catcher as the first receiver. Second receiver will be the freaking tight end. Third one will be Mike Evans. And then you have to hold it if you want to run the ball with Baker. Right now it's a fucking outside zone blitz. Right there.
This one's taken in by Otten. And he's short of the first after a mile gain.
But if it's rather
Quarterbacks will look for their tight end short in just about any situation.
it just tells you what buttons to press.
There's their consistent source of
R1, RB, whatever.
Trusty tight end.
Circle, triangle, square.
Godwin, the man in motion left. Here's the give to Irving. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
It was nickel trap. They ran into cover 2 instead of playing metal 0 blitz.
Gene Steratore index card down there, making a really close measurement to see if he got the first down or not. But in the end, well, the right call was made.
They just bailed.
Just enough to move the chains.
Quite the opening drive they put together, partner. New set of downs all the way down to the 25. In motion left is Evans. First down, here's Baker. That's caught at the 4. And that's a Tampa Bay touchdown.
Yeah.
So a touchdown on the board for them, Brock, as they start this game off a perfect 1-for-1 offensively.
Yeah, I'm going to call that scripting for success.
That's one.
There. Can't do it much better than
Yeah.
that. And listen, when you script these first plays, you don't always know who the targets are going to be. It's really then relying upon what the defense is.
Well, also, it's not also a user pick.
Couldn't take away that big old
It's also not a being a user either. Not on that guy. If you're Fred Warner and you're a user, you switch off them.
The Bucks get lined up, and they will kick this away.
I will kick.
He's going to return it from a yard or 2 deep. Big shot at the end of that return as he gets it just
Ball,
past
we
the
got
20.
hit stick. Defense. Defense.
Yards out with the 1st and 10. Running back sent in motion. Purdy throwing here to start.
No, fucking Christian McCaffrey, no.
Christian McCaffrey.
No, stay in the
To
bounds.
the 34 before he's tracked down.
This running back is a mismatch maker. That's how I label him on my little sheet right here. Right under his bio, this guy just creates matchup nightmares for every defender on the field.
Shotgun snap for Purdy. He's going to loft one deep to the left. Tried to float that one in, and defender's there for the interception. Jamel Dean makes the play. And the Buccaneers will take over along
Jump man, jump man, jump man, jump man. Jump man, all the up there, jump there.
Good starting
Oh, what the
field
hell are we
position
doing?
for the Buccaneers, 1st and 10.
We go to.
From the gun, Mayfield. He's going to try to drop it in deep. He's got it inside the 10. And they're going to take this to the end zone.
Yeah.
A Tampa Bay touchdown. The Buccaneers will add to their lead at the end of the half. Mike Evans with the touchdown.
Well, it's Mike. It's also Mike Evans, too.
Putting a receiver in motion. And he's got it. Great call there on the 2-point attempt, and that puts him up 15 zip. The Bucks get lined up, and they will kick this away. It's Deebo Samuel with the return. Big lick from the coverage team there. That's going to stop the return before it can get to the 30. First and 10, but only time left for maybe a couple of plays here. Interception last drive doesn't deter them. They're going right back to the air. That's complete inside the 35-yard line. And he does quite a bit of damage before they finally take him down. First and 10 after that last highlights. They're at the 30. Working out of the gun, it's Purdy. Forced out to his right. Oh, this is getting ugly early. Intercepted again. That's Antoine Winfield Jr.
It just depends on who their catcher is and who, if they stop their route.
So
If he stops his route in the back of the end zone, he won't have enough speed and acceleration to get to the ball in time.
Brock and I will be back right after this. Well, that first half, certainly an interesting one. Kate, Scott, Brock Heward with you as we get back and see what the second half has in store for us. The Bucs get lined up, and they will kick this away. And we'll have to wait at least a few moments longer for an exciting start to this second half. We've got a touchback.
Yeah? It's UK25, or which one do you have?
First and 10 now from the 30.
Here we go, set.
I have 2K25.
Here's the first carry for Christian McCaffrey. And he's caught behind the line for a loss.
This is one of those situations, Kate, where I watch the body language of the running back because it'd be very easy for him to raise his hands up, look to the sideline and his O-line and go, what am I supposed to do there? There was nothing, no time at all to try and escape and react. Instead, it goes backwards.
Well, no look on his first look of the game. And things look tougher now with 3rd and long. From the gun is Purdy. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And the defense comes through, and that's going to back him up and bring up 4th down.
Kate, I've seen a one-step drop. I've seen a 3, a 5, a 7. Some of the boots and play actions to get more depth. But a 20-step drop? That's not going to cut it. Except for this defense, it just adds a whole bunch of negative yards to that play.
Let's go now. Last thing, 19. Ready.
Purdy trying on 4th down. Taking his shot. Deep down the field it goes. And on 4th down, that one won't work. It's incomplete.
Do you have it already downloaded, 2K? I have 25. Alright. Yeah, it's a big old game. So think about it, I have Warzone 2, and I have Black Ops 6 with this, so think about my storage. Watch. Let me tell you how big these things are. God, 208.8 gigs. NBA 2K, where is it? 155.3 gigs. And then I have Gran Turismo, 131.9 gigs. It's like, my shit's gone. My storage is gone. I only have 96 gigs of free space. So I don't freaking clip anything anymore. I fucking stream. I stream my gameplay. No. Because I have Madden, COD, Gran Turismo, Minecraft, college football, 2K25, and Dead by Daylight. For 2K? I have no idea. I have no idea. Alright, I'll catch you later. Just let me know.
The unmistakable New York skyline to the east. And we are across the river on the Jersey side at MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford. Here is Cam Little, ready to get this thing started. And off we go from MetLife Stadium. And no chance to return this one. Through the end zone for a touchback. Here's 1st and 10. In motion, it's Robinson. A run with the man out of Purdue. That's Tyrone Tracy. What more could you ask for on 1st down? Nice run of 8, setting up 2nd and short. They'll send him over to the left. That's caught left side by Bellinger. And that's going to be a 1st down. A pickup of 9. Sending a receiver right. He's trying to get around the corner, but he can't. He's going to be run down behind the line. Now it's Tracy looking to run. He'll move it ahead for about 3 yards. Devin Lloyd, the linebacker, there to stop him. Here's a 3rd and 10. They motion the slot man left. From the gun on 3rd down is Locke. And that is incomplete.
This offense has to find a way to be better on 1st and 2nd down, Mike. Living in these 3rd and long situations, must pass, is not a recipe that their offensive coordinator wants to operate in.
Receiver in motion, headed left. They'll go. It's Locke. And he will have a Giants 1st down. That was something else. A big pickup on 4th and long to give him a new set of downs. On the ground, here's Tracy. Not much there. Get this down inside the 40. Hook him up on a 2nd down and 8. Now Locke. And that ball incomplete over the middle. Malik Neighbors, the intended receiver. And it's going to be 3rd down.
Let's give credit to that pass rush for making their presence felt. And although it didn't result in a sack, it's the disruption of the timing that's just enough to force that incompletion.
9th play of this opening drive, trying to keep it going here on 3rd down. Slot man in motion left. From the gun, it's Locke. A short one there to Bellinger. And he's going to be taken down short of the marker. And that is going to set up an interesting 4th down decision. Man in motion, heading left. On 4th down, Locke. This one incomplete. The defense up to the challenge there. They force the incompletion, and they'll take the ball over on down.
Well, Mike, it's pretty clear early in this game the message they want to send is we are going to be aggressive on offense. And that's exactly what they did there, going for it on 4th down early. But it's the defense that comes through and forces the turnover on downs.
And he'll get forward for a couple. It's 2nd down.
Think right open. Think right.
Working out of the gun, it's Lawrence. That's into the hands of Travis Etienne. And he'll be taken down, and that's going to do it. That's the last play of the 1st quarter. We're going to try to pick this up on 3rd and 8.
Route. Great job.
From the shotgun, it's Lawrence. That's his first reception of the ballgame, and it really comes at a good time as they get the conversion on 3rd down. So they come to the line for 1st down and 10. Lawrence gives this one to Etienne. And he'll take this to about the 46-yard line. Micah McFadden, the linebacker, there on the tackle. Second down and 8. In the pistol, here's Lawrence. This one intercepted. It is picked off by the rookie safety. And he's going to be out of bounds, but quite a turn of events here. He has set up the offense with 1st and goal.
So often, Mike, defenders are just happy the ball ends up in his hands, but not this guy. I mean, the catch was one thing, but then the party really got started. I mean, look at this return. He gets one block. He gets another. He's got teammates springing him all over the field. And this offense is lucky. This didn't go all the way back for a pick 6.
From the 1, 2nd and goal.
Here we go, set.
He'll try to run this one in. And he'll just get up inside those big bodies up front. And he's in. Tyrone Tracy. Touchdown, Giants. Extra point by Gano is up and good. And the Giants will take a 7-0 lead. So out is Gano after the touchdown. He'll send this one away. The return team going to let that one go. It'll go through the end zone. It's a touchback. now to throw on first down. That's caught left side by Ingram. And he'll be taken down as we tick down to the 2-minute warning. 2 minutes remaining. First half in a 7-0 game. We'll come back to MetLife Stadium after this. They face second down and 7. Here's Lawrence to throw. Now a screen set up for Etienne. Good-looking screenplay there. A gain of 11 and a first down.
And this is why most teams, Mike, decide to take the ball first after the halftime break, because they want to be able to control this middle four. At the end of the first half, you can use your timeouts. You can use some strategy to steal an extra possession. If they're able now to go down and come away with points, they'll have a chance to double it up again right after the halftime break.
That's his third catch of this first half, and good enough for a first down.
13, Luke. Luke. Lisa, 24.
To throw is Lawrence. And the quarterback scrambling, maneuvers his way back to the line of scrimmage, but that's all he can get out of that one.
Give him credit for keeping this play alive as long as he could. This easily could have gone down for a loss, but he's kind of able to find his way forward and at least get back to the line of scrimmage.
That's complete. It's Parker Washington. Now they are in business inside the 15-yard line.
This is what every offense looks to do, Mike. They want to attack the middle of the field. That's the most valuable real estate in football. Oftentimes, that's where the chunk plays come. Give it to your receiver on the move and let them do the rest.
Taking off.
He tried to buy all the time he could, but when he saw that space, he quickly turned from thrower to runner, and he's able to pick up a nice gain on first down.
They'll break the huddle. It's second and 5.
30 left. 13, Luke. Luke. Here we go.
Lawrence now. He'll take off again. Now a timeout for Jacksonville. They're second, as they'll stop it just a little bit over 30 seconds to go in this first half.
While he was running away from the pocket, Mike, I was wondering, was he going to just throw that one away or try to make something out of nothing? Give him credit. He does a nice job picking up some positive yardage before he's forced to go out of bounds.
Lawrence from the gun here on third down. And he'll just have to throw this one away. There was nowhere to go downfield. And now it's going to bring up a fourth down.
Here's the quarterback doing everything in his power to extend this play, and none of his guys could get open. You got to see someone separate, work with your quarterback, go into scramble second reaction mode, and let's also give some credit to the back end doing a nice job plastering with their assignment, and he had no choice but to throw it away.
Lawrence to throw for it on fourth down. And that is not going to work. Incomplete, and they turn it over on downs.
And here we have a real gutsy call here, Mike, early in this game offensively. I think you're giving up a surefire field goal attempt, but at the same time, you're demonstrating to your players, hey, offense, I have a lot of trust in you, and let's see if they have this same approach as the rest of this game plays on.
Just that one touchdown on the board. 7-0 the score as the third quarter begins. And no chance to return this one. through the end zone for a touchback. They'll come up here, first and 10. They'll give it to ETN to start this drive. And that's the way you want to run it on first down. A gain of 7. Here's a 2nd and 3 forthcoming. Now Lawrence. Now he'll run it.
Yeah, that's a nice job. He's out of the pocket. He knows he doesn't need all that much for a first down. He's able to tuck it, get out of bounds, and keep this drive alive.
On 1st and 10, Lawrence. There's a short one taken by Ingram. That's a nice pickup on a first down throw. It's a gain of 8. Lawrence now on 2nd down. And he somehow manages to get back to the line of scrimmage before he's hustled out of bounds.
Little indecision by the quarterback there, Mike. Do I buy time and throw it downfield, or do I tuck it and become a runner? That's what he's thinking. I think he made the final call a little bit too late, and all he could do was get back to the original line of scrimmage.
They'll try and run for the first with ETN. The defense all over that. Met him in the backfield, stopped in his tracks, and it sets up 4th down.
The idea here for this offense is you're not really thinking necessarily touchdown. You're thinking first down. Let's get a fresh set of downs here and reset. But in this case, they suffer a loss, and it brings up 4th down.
Go, let's go.
Lawrence throwing on 4th down. That's going to be caught. Oh, he's going to be very close. It depends on the mark. But he is short. They've held him on 4th down. A carry here for Tracy. A modest gain. Maybe 2 yards. It's 2nd down. Motion man is Hyatt. They'll run again. It's Tracy again. And he'll get this down to the 40. That's a nice run. It's also a 1st down.
2nd down at these distances, Mike, you pretty much anticipate a pass, and I think that's what the defense was lined up thinking. In this case, they leave a little too much room on the ground, and the offense is able to pick up a 1st down.
That's a nice pickup on a 1st down throw. It's a gain of 8.
Recognizing the blitz is just the first step in the process for a quarterback understanding who you can account for with the protection and then who you can't account for. That's where your hot receiver comes in. He points to his receiver, who the defender they're hot off of. That guy comes, gets the ball out of his hand, and results in a completion.
And that'll give him a 1st down. Tackle made after the pickup of 3. So, points at a premium. Defensive battle so far as we are through 3. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Set to go now on 1st and 10. They motion the slot man left. Lock to throw on 1st down. That is hauled in at the 5. And he's very close to a touchdown. They mark him just shy of the goal line.
That's another New York Giants.
Bellinger, the tight end, is the one in motion. A run on 1st and goal. Trying to find a crease in there. It's a big pile of bodies, but he is going to come up short.
What makes great linebackers stand out from the pack is their instincts and their vision. In this case, the linebacker has his keys, brings him right where the ball is going, and he's able to make a play at the point of attack and keep this to a no gain.
And he's into the end zone. That might be the knockout punch. Daniel Bellinger. Touchdown, New York. Now, Gano for the extra point. His kick is good. And the Giants move out on top, 14-0. So out is Gano after the touchdown. He'll send this one away. The return team going to let that one go. It'll go through the end zone. It's a touchback.
Great job. Hey, Lion. Hey, kill.
On first down, Lawrence. He'll let this one go. Deep for Thomas. It hangs up a bit too much. It's intercepted. Picked off by Deontay Banks.
Bye-bye.